Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing an overview of Nightwing Get Grayson Volume 2 hardcover by Tom Taylor. I'll be talking about a little bit of story, the art, and of course if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at front of the dust jacket, the spine, the back. Alright, this is the dust jacket. Front of the book, the spine, the back, and here's a full spread image, which looks really cool. Alright, now let's take a look at the art and what is this book about. So this is a continuation of Volume 1, so if you've not read Volume 1, be warned, I will be talking about little things that happened at the end of Volume 1. But if you don't want to read Volume 1, so how did the book end? So essentially what happens in Volume 1 is that Alfred Pennyworth passes away. And Dick Grayson inherits a ton of money, like I think billions of dollars. And so what he does is actually donates all that money. He makes it public that he's going to be donating all that money to Bloodhaven. That way they can essentially help out the homeless and so forth. And found out that he has a sister. That's how Volume 1 ends. So Volume 2 is a continuation like that, and so what happens is he starts off with Dick Grayson has a bounty on his head of $10 million. And that is generated by Blockbuster. Don't worry, it's not a spoiler, because by the end of the first issue, it does mention about Blockbuster is the one who created that bounty for Dick Grayson. And so now Dick Grayson has to kind of, worry about this whole bounty, because it's $10 million, because Blockbuster not only is after him, but he actually hired like a really notorious, well-known assassin that can actually complete the bounty. And so that's what the main story is about. Essentially, Dick Grayson trying to protect himself and his loved ones, because this bounty, the $10 million, whoever the Blockbuster hires is ruthless, and I mean ruthless, because they do some stuff on here that is really cool, which I won't talk about. A bit of a spoiler. Plus, I won't say too much, because it is a pretty short story. It's Volume 2. So that's like the main plot of the first main story. I say main story because there's another subplot to it. And the other story is that there is an organization that's killing superheroes and actually kill a couple of the Titans. And so Dick Grayson teams up with Superman trying to figure out who this other group is and who they belong to and why they're doing what they're doing. That's not really important. The main important story is like the one I mentioned regarding the bounty by Blockbuster. And I gotta say, I really like this story. It's really fast-paced. Out of all the overviews and all the books I've read, this has to be the fastest I've ever read a book. Because I kid you not, the pacing of it is really fast. Especially the first issue. Because the first issue, I kid you not, you'll read it within 2 minutes. And the reason so is because the way it's written, where it's, I don't know if you can see it right here, but it's Dick Grayson just jumping up, running, jumping, and it's really fast-paced. It's flipping out here, being erratic. And I like about it, it's telling the story, progressing the story really fast-paced, and also the art, as you can see here, is just him, Dick Grayson, doing acrobatic moves, knocking on enemies, jumping out of windows, going into corridors, and stuff like that. And it's so cool. And I kid you not, it'll take you probably less than 2 minutes. By the time I finish this and read on to the next issue, I was like, what? Like, that is ridiculously fast. And it's not bad. It's really good. Because something happens in here, which I won't say what happens, but it's really good, and I really liked it. But overall, though, the book, though, like I was saying, I really enjoyed the book. I think it does continue on with the story, adds more depth to the story. It does build character development between Dick Grayson, Batgirl, and another character, which I'll talk about in a bit shortly. But for the most part, though, I really enjoyed it, man. I really dig this story. I'm really liking this Nightwing story by Tom Taylor. It's really good. It's really fun. And like I said, it's really fast-paced. And again, this has to be the fastest I've ever read a book. Usually it takes me about maybe 2 hours or so, depending on the pacing. This one, I think like less than an hour. That's how fast it is. But it's not a bad thing. It's a really cool thing. There's Blockbuster right there. So to me, really good story. It's still fun. The banter between Nightwing or Dick Grayson and Batgirl is still there. You really feel the chemistry, which I really like and enjoy. Also, you do have cameos from other Titans as well too. And again, when they appear, they feel natural, and the chemistry is there too. Same with Flash, and I really dig this story. I want to say right now, I highly recommend getting this story. Now, here's the other part to it, which I'm going to talk about because it is what it is, inevitable. This story does have some parts that people will not like. Now, for me, when I heard about it and I see some images about it, I was kind of like, okay, I can't really judge it until I read the story and get more context with it. And that is going to be, it's two parts. It's going to be Nightwing and the Lollipop. I know it sounds weird. I can't say because I'll spoil it, but there is some part on here where Nightwing gives John Kent a lollipop, and some people say it's a little creepy. And for me, I don't find it creepy. I find it kind of like, okay, that's kind of random. But I would, this individual carry a lollipop, and they do reference it about like why this individual will carry a lollipop out of all the things and their gadgets. That doesn't make any sense, but to me, I didn't really think it's a big deal. It is a little weird, but is it like awkward and creepy? In my honest opinion, no. But it is one of those like, what the hell is that there? But it's nothing back thing for me. If that bothers you, it is what it is. The second part to it, and this is a part that people are not going to like. And for me, again, I want to read the story. I've said it before, I say it again. Good storytelling is good storytelling. Good writing is good writing. So I wanted to know if the writing is actually good, because there's a big of a controversy on here, and that is going to be John Kent's boyfriend, and of course the kiss. If you've heard about it, if you know what I'm talking about, it's in this book. So if that bothers you, if you're like, no, I don't want to read that, then you might want to skip it. For me personally, I didn't really care too much, to be honest with you, because I've said it. I just said it right now, but I'll say it again. Good writing is good writing, and if good story is good story, and if it's good, then you know what? I'm overlook things, and to be honest with you, when that part came in the story, I didn't even care because the writing is good, the story is good, the character development's good, even with all the characters that Nightwing, interacts with, they're really good, man. And I have to give credit where credit's due. Tom Taylor is an amazing writer in this particular story. He continues, he's very consistent with Volume 1, with the Fear State, and this. It's really, really fun. And in my honest opinion, though, if that bothers you in terms of the lollipop and the kissing thing by John Kent, my recommendation is, you know what? Just, give this book a chance. I guarantee you read it and you'll have open mind with it. You're going to have a good time with it. I really had a good time with it. And I'm so excited. I believe there's going to be Volume 3. I could be wrong, though. But nonetheless, though, just don't overthink too much in terms of the whole lollipop and the kissing. Just give this book credit. Just give it a try, and I guarantee you're gonna have a good time, because I did. So of course, would I recommend it? Absolutely, man. This is a really fun book. Unfortunately, it does have the man paper, which it sucks because in this kind of book and art, I think it's definitely the gloss because it really make the art shine. And the pacing, like I said, it's good. The art is good and clean. There are some moments on here where the comic art is really, really, really cool. But overall, though, I dig the story, and like I said, if what I said in terms of the lollipop bothers you, you may want to skip it. If you don't like the whole John Kent with the boyfriend kissing thing, then yeah, you're probably going to have to skip it. But for me, regardless of all that, did I have a good time reading this book? Absolutely. This is a fun read. In my honest opinion, this is easily a must-read if you're a Nightwing character fan, I should say. And to me, like I said, easily thumbs up for me. Let me know what you guys think. Have you read this book? Do you plan on reading this book? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure to hit the subscribe button to support channel, put the queue up to date, and watch videos like this. That includes an overview of Nightwing Get Grayson Volume 2 hardcover by Tom Taylor, and on to the next one.